What's going on, everybody? Some previous videos we talked about where to find some of the rune patterns for your weapons, like ice, fire, lightning. Those are the ones I've found so far. But one question that kept popping up is where to find the essence to make these runes at the blacksmith. And that was a good question. Well, in investigating this one area, I found at least one answer to that. Okay, now there are these shards laying everywhere, and you use the Ocularums, those little skulls stuck on posts, to find them. And they are the key to this place. Now, this is the Forbidden Oasis. You can unlock this with 4 power, so you can come here relatively early. I don't know if it's level specific or if it just unlocks based on whatever level you are when you get here. But notice I've cleared out this whole map. I've gotten all the shards here. The few side quests here, lots of like landmarks and stuff to uncover here, and those little posts that you stick in the ground to claim the territory and all that stuff. Anyway, went and did all that. And having a bunch of shards in my pocket, I have all of them from the Storm Coast, I have all of them from the Hinterlands, and I have all of them from this area. Okay, now notice it took 6 just to unlock that door.
Indeed. I feel it as well.
And your character and your NPCs will say, ooh, it's an ominous feeling at this door. But then when you step through...
The ill feeling by the entry. It's not present here.
I believe it was a magical ward of sorts. A warning, perhaps, or a test.
Yeah, you see that everything's just fine. And it's cool. You don't get mobbed by enemies as soon as you walk in. That's nice. But anyway, notice it took 6 shards just to unlock that front door. And then you come down here. I'm going to find some more stuff. It's nice to have Solus with me. Notice there's one of these elven things over here that strengthen the fade or strengthen the veil.
Excellent. The wards are functioning again.
Alright, and I don't know if you need to have him present with you every time you activate one of those. I think it's good to get extra influence with it or something. Anyway, I don't know. But notice there's one of those, what looked like a rune pattern on the wall. Okay, so there's got to be a font for Veil Fire, right? Sitting right over here. Of course, you got to have a mage with you. My character let me know ever so kindly that she can't do that. She's like, takes a mage, idiot. Alright, so come over here. Now, you see those doors over there? Those are a key. We'll get to that in a second. But you look over here, and notice that middle sentence that says, May the path bestow the favor thou hast earned. Alright? And you have a choice. The first door is spirit. The middle door is ice, and the last door is fire. Now, I'm going to work my way from right to left, personally. That's, seeing fire is really giving me the blues. Wraiths right now are two-shotting me, and it's annoying. Okay, so having some fire-based stuff would be good, and you'll see what I mean by that in a second. But alright, we see it takes 6 more shards to open this first door. Alright, now I've chosen the fire path. You can see all the fire, obviously. There's going to be a lot of these little coin bags and stuff in here. But in this one, you have a trivial just handful of undead walking around. And of course, it makes sense that each one of these rooms is going to be progressively harder. I mean, it's just kind of the obvious. But anyway, taking care of those few zombies and cleaning out a few money bags, I come over here to look. Now, I'm going to go to Cassandra first, all right? And just in case you have a question of whether it matters who opens these or not, okay, that's why I did this. Went to look. Okay, she has 10, she has 0, he has 21 because he has gear on. My character has 0 fire resistance, okay? Now I'm going to open this with Cassandra instead of my character. And lo and behold, 5 fire essence to make runes with, and a minor belt of fire resistance. Just a basic common item. But notice my character is glowing there.
Possibly because of your mark.
Alright, so we'll go look. Back down here, go find fire resistance. Where's that at? There it is. Still at 10. Okay, hasn't changed. Everybody else is the same. Alright, but lo and behold, my character now has 4 fire resistance. Built in. No equipment, no nothing. Alright?
The effects were purely benign.
If it wasn't a trap, what was it?
It may be a reward for those who prove themselves worthy.
Alright, and it is a reward. Not only do you have to kick much ass in these rooms, but you also get a reward for having collected those shards in the first place. Alright. So, of course, this is going to take more shards to open the second door, right? Instead of 6, it takes 12. So already we've used, 24 of them? And this is a little more epic than before. Alright, you see those wards on the ground? Okay, on this difficulty, those essentially one-shot you. Real close. And if you can trigger them and roll out of the way, it helps. But, it's not just the wards, it's these archers. These archers two-shot you. So it's nice just to keep them off balance. And also on Nightmare, I have Friendly Fire on, so I don't have a lot of things like Whirlwind and stuff. I do have Mighty Blow active, simply because it's good for some crowd control sometimes, but it's very situational. I get a nice damage bonus for hitting enemies when they're down, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, there is that, but for the most part, and I will include a character build much later in the game that will show you. It's essentially I call it the no pause build. There are times when I go in the tactical menu, but very seldom. What I like to do is have everyone doing their job the way they're supposed to. And you shouldn't have to go into tactical all the time. But I'm including this just to give you an idea of the kind of fight that it offers here. This is just the second room. There's 3 rooms to each area, by the way. All right. And loot time. Okay, sorry. That was funny. All right, anyway, so we get in here, and now we see an intense fire essence. We get 3 of those, plus 5 more of the regular ones. So I can afford to go make a bunch of just regular fire runes, apparently. All right, and we got a higher grade belt, and even a ring. Immolate is an AoE type thing that can wipe your party, so I don't equip my mages with that particular spell. But still, if you're a big fan of that spell, then there we go, there's a ring. I don't know if this is set loot, but look at this. Now I have 10 fire resistance built in. All right, that's the equivalent of a tier 2 belt, I believe. Or an uncommon belt of fire resistance, for example. All right, now this one takes 18. Of course, just logically. Each one would take more shards. All right, now what I'm not going to do here, I'm going to kind of exploit this door here. I'm going to assume that if they're in that area, I can either I can funnel them out if they can come out, but if they're kind of stuck, if the AI stays stuck in that room, then I'm happy with them being in there and me being out here. So I get my characters to hold for a minute. Let me get big guy's attention here. Go ahead and let him make our presence known. All right, what I really want to do is I want to draw any archers out. See all those wards right there on the floor? That's death. That's just instant death. There's not a lot I can do about that right now. Maybe there's some special gear or some special something that could keep me alive through that type of stuff that I don't know about. But for right now, I know that stepping on one of those is the end of me, so... And sometimes I've noticed here, and I'm playing kind of an off-tank, kind of a DPS tank, sort of. Having some survivability, but playing almost more of a rogue-style play. I did the same thing in Dragon... Actually, the first 2 Dragon Ages. But sometimes just kind of chilling for a second and letting Cassandra draw some attention will keep enemies slightly confused and give you a second or two of breathing room. But other times, you just walk in the room and all the enemies, you immediately draw 1,000 times aggro of anyone else. In fact, whatever character you're controlling is instantly going to draw the wrath of all the enemies. It's gonna bring the haters out. All right, so Cassandra's not in there tanking, but at the same time, no one's in there dying right now either. And if I can just clear out some of these zombies, that would just be awesome. Yeah, see? I think I caught a ward that time, or else it might have been one of the archers. And literally it took one hit. Yeah, notice I'm not bothering to build up a whole lot of guard here because it's not making a whole lot of difference. I don't have a lot of the extra guard bonuses like Cassandra has right now. Been kind of spreading my points out a little bit. I would say I can see this build coming into its own when it hits probably more like around level 20 or so. I mean, I'm getting by right now, but okay, now I think we've got at least most of the minions out of the way. Alright, I really need my followers to get in here. There we go, come on. Got a little lag there. Okay, now I can be in trouble there. Those wards are nothing nice, man. They really aren't. It's kind of hard to get a peripheral and see exactly how many smaller enemies we have also in here. Apparently we didn't clear them all out, but we got the archers out of the way, and that's really the key in Dragon Age. Archers and mages first, and then everyone else second, if and when possible. We still have minions. Okay, and we have wards everywhere, and these wards will keep popping up randomly as long as you have enemies present. Wow. Okay, I was on fire. Well, that's okay. That's on me. All right, but I think I can handle this with whoever I've got left here. All right, so the fire-based area, fire-based boss. If that's what you want to call a mini boss, whatever. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so good XP, and lo and behold, once again, it's loot time. All right, anyway, too much fun. All right, just being silly. Okay, lots of money in this last room, and even those zombies. Now, look here. All right, superb belt of fire resistance, and a master fire rune, and pure fire essence. Okay, so there you go, and that's fire essence. Now, I'm going to assume the same applies to the ice area and the spirit area, that you will get those kind of related items, both essence for your runes, okay, and some defense items, and maybe even a spell ring. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, so let's see what I got here. Go back to attributes. Fire resistance, 20% built in. All right, and I'll take that. I'll take that. That is a top tier defense item built into my character. And head out of here, and the more shards I have, of course, the more areas I can open. For right now, all I have. I think I have enough to open maybe one, maybe even two more doors. I don't know. Like I say, I've gotten all the shards from the Storm Coast, the hinterlands, and this area right here, the Forbidden Oasis. There's quite a few. I think there's like 15 just in the Forbidden Oasis. So there you have it. And that's what I was able to unlock so far. And we'll get to these other rooms as I go. But I hope this was helpful. I hope it was fun. And I appreciate you watching. If you want to get some more Inquisition, click that top box. For all my videos, click the bottom box. And if you want to subscribe, hit that button over my head. And remember to leave a comment. Stop in and say, hey,